Kolkata, once the crown jewel of British India. For over a century, it was the beating heart of an empire, a city of trade, intellect, and rebellion, where revolutions were plotted in tea shops and poems were written that stirred a nation. But today, this same city, once a symbol of progress, finds itself lagging behind the very metropolises it helped inspire. How did this transformation happen? How did the great capital of the British Raj, the city of Tagore and Vivekananda, go from being India's industrial and cultural powerhouse to a city often described as faded, struggling, or left behind? This is the story of Kolkata's rise, its long and complex decline, and its quiet, ongoing search for revival. In the 18th and 19th centuries, Calcutta was the nerve center of the British Empire in the East. Founded by the East India Company, it quickly grew into one of the world's great port cities. From these docks, ships sailed to London, Hong Kong, and beyond, carrying jute, tea, and indigo, the lifeblood of colonial trade. The city was not only the political capital of British India until 1911, but also a magnet for business, learning, and art. Calcutta was a paradox, a place of immense wealth and deep poverty, of dazzling mansions and overcrowded tenements. Yet, it thrived on its contradictions. It was here that modern Indian nationalism was born, that literature and science flourished, that reformers and revolutionaries debated the country's future in college halls and coffee houses. Bengal's industries, particularly jute, textiles, and engineering, were among the most advanced in Asia. To understand Kolkata's decline, one must first appreciate how high it once stood. The first major rupture came with the Partition of Bengal in 1947. When India was divided, Kolkata lost much of its economic hinterland. The eastern districts and ports that had supplied its mills and fed its trade. The city's arteries to the east were suddenly cut off. Trade routes vanished overnight, and factories found themselves without raw materials or markets. At the same time, Kolkata faced an enormous humanitarian crisis. Millions of refugees from East Bengal, now East Pakistan, poured into the city, fleeing violence and uncertainty. They arrived with little more than what they could carry, and the city, already burdened, struggled to absorb them. Infrastructure buckled under the pressure, housing became scarce, sanitation broke down, and poverty deepened. Even before this upheaval, Bengal had suffered the horrific famine of 1943, which killed millions and shattered rural productivity. The combination of famine, partition, and refugee influx permanently altered the city's social and economic balance. Kolkata survived, but it would never be the same again. By the 1960s, Kolkata's once vibrant industrial sector began to stagnate. The city that had led India's early industrial revolution was now losing its edge. Labour militancy grew, and trade unions, many aligned with leftist movements, became powerful political actors. Strikes were frequent, sometimes lasting weeks or months, and industrial disputes turned violent. Investors grew wary. Companies began shifting their operations to other states where they found more stable business environments. The industrial base that had sustained the city, heavy engineering, foundries, jute mills, slowly withered. The 1970s saw a further turn with the rise of the Communist Party of India, Marxist. When the Left Front came to power in 1977, it promised equality and social justice, and indeed early land reforms in rural Bengal brought real progress. But for Kolkata's industries, the political climate became increasingly challenging. Business owners complained of bureaucratic control, political interference, and an inflexible work culture. The factories that once symbolized Bengal's might became relics of a bygone era. As India liberalized its economy in the early 1990s, a new economic geography emerged. Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Pune embraced the information technology boom. Mumbai and Delhi expanded as financial and political hubs. Investment, jobs, and infrastructure followed. But Kolkata, burdened by decades of political caution and aging infrastructure, lagged behind. While other cities built glass towers and software parks, Kolkata's trams and colonial-era buildings became symbols of nostalgia rather than progress. The state's share of national GDP steadily declined, from over 10% in the 1960s to barely half that today. The city's infrastructure lagged behind too. Power shortages, traffic chaos, and slow urban renewal pushed businesses elsewhere. Kolkata was not collapsing. It was slowly, steadily falling behind. Even as its economy faltered, Kolkata's cultural life refused to die. Theatres remained packed, writers continued to win accolades, and the city's intellectual vibrancy remained unmatched. The coffee houses of College Street still buzzed with debate, and every autumn, Durga Puja transformed the city into an ocean of creativity. Yet beneath the cultural brilliance, there was a quiet erosion of ambition. Many of the city's brightest minds left for Mumbai, Delhi, or abroad, seeking opportunities that Kolkata could no longer provide. Entrepreneurship faded, and a certain comfort with stagnation settled in. The very pride in its heritage, some argued, had turned into inertia. Still, amid decay and decline, Kolkata's creative spirit remained its greatest survivor. Proof that while industries may close, imagination endures. For more than 3 decades, the Left Front governed West Bengal. It brought political stability and rural empowerment, but also entrenched bureaucracy and policy paralysis. Public institutions became heavily politicized, and economic decision-making was often guided more by ideology than pragmatism. The world was globalizing, but West Bengal hesitated to follow. Investors found the state unfriendly to business, mired in red tape and rigid labor laws. Large-scale industries were viewed with suspicion. This model protected workers in the short run, but gradually eroded the foundation for future growth. While Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu reaped the benefits of liberalization, Kolkata's economy stood still. The city's decline wasn't spectacular. It was a slow, stubborn standstill that stretched over decades. Geography too conspired against Kolkata. Once a port city that connected India to the east, it gradually lost that edge. The Hooghly River, once deep and navigable, began to silt up. Newer ports like Mumbai and Chennai took over global shipping routes. The eastern hinterland, long underdeveloped, failed to generate the domestic demand that could have sustained Kolkata's economy. The city that had once been India's gateway to the world found itself increasingly isolated. Its port quiet, its factories empty, its grand colonial buildings fading in the humid air. Kolkata's story offers a mirror to urban India, a lesson in how cities rise and fall. A great city is not built only on history, but on adaptability. Kolkata's tragedy was not that it lacked talent or culture, but that it failed to change with the times. Governance became rigid, innovation slowed, and infrastructure decayed. Yet there is much to learn here. A city's heritage must be an asset, not a burden. Economic reform, good governance, and visionary urban planning are as essential as art and culture. Kolkata's decline reminds us that stability without dynamism is just another form of decay. But it also shows the resilience of a city that has never completely lost its will to endure. It's easy to point fingers. Many commentators, including economists like Sanjeev Sanyal, have blamed the communists for destroying Kolkata's economy and spirit. But the truth is more complicated. Partition, globalization, changing trade patterns, and sheer geography all played their part. The left government was one chapter, a long one, yes, but not the entire story. Kolkata's decline is best understood as a confluence of historical and structural forces, economic, political, and social, interacting over decades. It's not a story of villains and victims, but of missed chances and slow adaptation. And yet Kolkata endures. Its skyline is changing once more. Glass towers rise in Rajarhat, the metro expands beneath its crowded streets, and a younger generation is finding new reasons to stay. The IT parks of Salt Lake are bringing back the hum of enterprise. Startups, art galleries, and small creative ventures are breathing new life into old neighborhoods. Kolkata may never again be the economic capital of India, but it remains its cultural conscience, a city that thinks deeply, creates fearlessly, and feels profoundly. Its decline has been long, but its story isn't over, because if there's one thing this city has always known, it's how to reinvent itself. The trams still ring their bells, the river still flows, and the people still dream. Kolkata's glory may have faded, but its spirit, fierce, poetic, and unbreakable, endures. Perhaps that's what makes it not just a city of the past, but one that still holds lessons for the future. Thank you for watching Tales of History. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the past and learned something new about the events that shaped our world. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who love history as much as we do. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future episodes. Got a topic in mind? Comment below and we might make it next. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating stories of history with us. And remember, history isn't just the past, it's the key to understanding our present and shaping our future.